Well, good afternoon. I am so excited to be here with you. I am going to be talking to you about something today that I don't usually touch on, and it's actually on physical well being and health. Obviously, I speak a lot about mental, emotional, and spiritual health. But what I'm going to share with you today is a little bit out of my normal range. It's something that's new to me that I'm exploring, and I felt compelled to share with you. I'm Christine Glein. I am the Chief Energy Officer here at the Game Changing Impact Group, otherwise known as the Soul Intelligence Coach. And as you can tell, it's a little warm here in Florida today, so I thought I'd do something fun, put my hair up, and be super comfy with you this Monday morning. So I'm going to start off by telling you a story. Around Mother's Day, my mom and I made our annual snowbird trip from Florida to Pennsylvania. My mom doesn't enjoy the oppressive heat and humidity in Florida. Imagine that. So she spends from late spring to early fall in the Poconos. And she has a 55 plus condo here, about 20 minutes from me near the beach in Tarpon Springs. And then she has one in Pennsylvania. And she has lots of friends in her community and former workmates who she spends time with while we're not together. So I feel really comfortable with her going home. My brother and his family also live in New Jersey, so she gets to see her northern grandkids too. And when I bring her back, I typically spend about a week there, really helping her settle in and set up her condo for the summer. And we really have a blast. It's really girls' week, We buy flowers for her porches, we weed and fertilize her garden together, and set up all the cushions for the outdoor furniture, stuff like that. And my favorite part, though, about my whole trip is the food we share. So every morning we have an authentic New York City bagel. I can just taste it right now. And there's a deli actually that drives them in from the city every morning. So it is authentic and it comes from the city and it's so good. Delish. And of course, my mom's favorite food is pizza. I know, how could you go wrong, right? And there's something about the water up north that just makes it the best crust, the kind worth dipping in olive oil and spices. Well, then there's the pasta and all kinds of home cooking comfort foods that we enjoy together. And we always top it off, of course, with ice cream for dessert, as that's how she avoids indigestion. So are you catching some of my early on health habits? Anyway, it's delicious, but holy smokes, carb overload. But we watched, Netflix together and Yankees baseball. And this year we even went to see Downton Abbey together on its opening weekend, which is kind of cool because I hadn't been to the movies since well before COVID. So it was fun to do that. And I really, really cherish this exclusive alone time with my mom. She is one of my best friends, and we truly get to share with one another and enjoy each other's company. And it's one of those things that really lights me up from the inside out, where my soul intelligence is leading my activities and I am just in flow with the universe. Well, in the midst of this year's visit, I received a distressing call from my husband that my little dog, Fletcher, our 8-year-old Beagle Rescue, wasn't doing well. His tummy was distended and hard. He wasn't eating and he looked really uncomfortable. He was having to sit down during his daily walk and actually be carried home. And during the past 2 years, we've actually lost 2 other Beagle rescues that we had who were both 8 years old. Lucy passed away of congestive heart failure 2 years ago, and then Penny lost the use of her back legs and was in terrible pain. So she passed as well. So I told him to take Fletcher to the vet and keep me posted. Well, they did x-rays and an ultrasound, and, the vet shared that Fletcher actually has a tumor on his spleen that's causing blood to leak into his stomach. He said that it was an inoperable tumor and indicated that Fletcher may have days, weeks, or a few months left to live. So as you can imagine, being on this high with my mom, this news was really devastating. I really love my dogs. They are these unconditional balls of love, the happy chi movers. Really my heart. They lose their minds when you come home, even if it's only been an hour, right? All you have to do is show up and love them and feed them and pet them and, walk them, and they're just so happy. So obviously I was beside myself as to what to do. Should I cut my trip short and rush home, or stay and trust that Fletcher would stick around and wait for me? So after being reassured by the vet and Daryl that Fletcher was just uncomfortable and not in pain, I decided to wait and not go through the expense of changing flights. And I did that after meditating and praying and really tapping into my inner knowing, my soul intelligence, to make sure I was making the right decision. And when you feel into things and feel each outcome, I call this inside out. Problem solving, where you stand in one spot in the room and you feel into one outcome. So, should I stay? Or as the Kinks say, should I go? And it resonated with me that I could stay and that Fletcher would wait for me. Well, he did wait for me, but he didn't look good. Although he was so happy to see me, I could see in his eyes how sad he was and that he wasn't doing well. You can really connect with animals on a soul level when you look into their eyes. So I happened to mention about Fletcher's condition to Jamie Dorley. He's the CEO of Nutritional Frontiers. He happens to be my dear friend and client. And he says to me, have you tried DMG? Like, DMG? What's that? He said it's dimethylglycine, which is a supplement that supports the immune system, the circulatory system, the cardiovascular system, and the neurological functions. It also helps with muscle recovery and endurance. I'm like, holy cow. He went on to say that there's also a study showing that it actually helped reduce tumors in racehorses. I was like, how is it that I don't know about this? And apparently it's been around for more than 25 years, and it's a metabolic enhancer that supports the body in times of stress, throughout the aging process, and during immune system changes. I'm thinking to myself, I should be taking that, right? So he suggested I give him one dropper full of DMG liquid in his food in the morning and one at night, and I could even put it in his water. So I figured, why not? I'm willing to try anything if it'll make him feel better. Fortunately, I did have some Enter DMG on hand from NF. That's their DMG liquid product. And I started putting it in his food that evening and the following morning. Within a day, I noticed a difference in Fletcher. He wasn't lethargic. His eyes were brighter. He was wagging his tail. Within 2 days, he was playing with Stella, our recent Amstaff Terrier rescue, and actually instigated the play. It's now been 5 weeks, and Fletcher is doing really well. Whether he'll make a full recovery or whether DMG is merely extending his life and granting me more time, I truly don't know. But regardless, I'm beyond grateful. So if you're interested in learning more about DMG, you can just drop me a hashtag DMG in the comments, and I will send you a link to a resource on the uses of it. And if you're really super interested, how to order it. I still marvel at how much nutritional support plays a part in our overall well-being. We don't get the vitamins and minerals that we need from our food anymore. Like, our soil's been depleted of all of the nutrients that we really need. So we actually do need to supplement to feel better. And I've been doing nutritional frontier shakes now for the better part of a year. And I think I look fantastic, but I definitely feel fantastic. So you'd think, after seeing how much supplementation has improved my life and my husband's life this past year, that I wouldn't be surprised with these kinds of results. I know the importance of balance, right? Treating the whole person, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. And in my work, I am truly blessed to witness real transformation on all levels of your mind and your body and your spirit. And since my partnership with Nutritional Frontiers, I'm learning more about how to support the body from the inside out, just like I coach people how to up-level from within, spiritually, mentally, and emotionally. So if you are looking for this kind of supportive experience, then you should really consider joining me in August for my program, the CEO Accelerator. In this nourishing program, we are going to take you from burned out to blissed out. All right, from stressed to blessed, up-leveling from the inside out. In just 12 weeks, you will feel like a new you. I know, sounds too good to be true, but I know it's going to happen. I feel it. I've seen it. Each week, you're going to be able to receive and share and transform into the person you long to be. If you are just the least bit curious as to how I'm going to do that and help you improve your most critical relationships, the most essential relationships in your life, the most important one being with yourself, okay? But all of your relationships, okay? The one with yourself, your romantic relationships, your relationships at work, relationships with your family, even your relationship to your physical, mental, and emotional health, and your relationship to wealth and prosperity. And I'm going to do that in just 12 weeks. So if you're just the least bit inquisitive, then you need to schedule a call with me so we can chat. Not only is it possible, it is probable. After just one soul intelligence session with me, my clients have experienced profound change. Can you imagine what you're going to be like after 12 of those sessions every week, getting this nourishing support in this super container of like-minded people that are so ready? I want this for you too. Commit to filling up your cup this week and schedule a free 30-minute soul intelligence discovery call with me. I promise you won't regret it. And like I mentioned earlier, if you're more curious about some of the nutritional supplements that might support you, I'm happy to also share with you how you could get more information on the DMG. I'm actually going to be recommending it to my vet because I'm so excited about how it helped Fletcher. And think about it, it's actually a human supplement. How could it might help you? All those good things. Anyway, I really appreciate having the opportunity to speak with you. I hope everybody has a happy Monday and enjoys the 4th of July holiday weekend coming up. I won't be here next Monday because I'm going to take the day and celebrate our Independence Day as well. So I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Take care.